AI-powered systems can scan dark web forums, social media, and other unstructured text sources to extract actionable intelligence.
SolarWinds attack is one of the most sophisticated cyber espionage campaigns in the history.
AI to uncover threats hidden in encryption without needing to decrypt the data. Use advanced spam filters to detect and block phishing emails before they reach users' mailbox. The combination of quantum computing and AI, known as quantum AI, can solve complex problems. Companies should use techniques like invisible watermarking or QR code. They implement the systems, but false positive ratio is very high. Users should have the ability to override AI decisions when necessary.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn Much with Revolutionizing, episode 17. In this episode, we are joined with Saghir, a highly accomplished cybersecurity professional with over 18 years of experience across a wide range of domains in the field. He's also a respected keynote speaker invited to share his insights at major industry events and conferences. Saghir holds several top-tier certifications through CCISO, PMP, GISM, among many others, reflecting his deep expertise in cybersecurity leadership, project management, and information security. So without any delay, let's welcome Saghir. Welcome to the podcast, Saghir. It's great having you here.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Saghir Ahmed Khan, and I'm really excited to be joining you on today's episode. I have spent nearly 18 plus years of deep diving experience into the cybersecurity space, working with financial institutes, enterprises, and national infrastructure to help tackle evolving digital threats. Right now, I'm working in different roles, including cybersecurity solution and services architect, consulting CISO, where I focus on tailored cybersecurity solutions and services to meet organization business and compliance requirements, which is the major thing. To explain my knowledge, certifications, and training, I'm certified across multiple disciplines. I'm having the background of CISO, PMP, certified ethical hacker, CISM, CISA, CIRIS, some of the AI certifications, and some of the vendor-based certification. And each one reflects the layer of experience, expertise we need in the fasting changing landscape. For me, cybersecurity is not just about firewall and incident response. It's about protecting the trust of your client or your organization. I have had the chances to speak on panels, mentor up and coming professionals, and contribute to discussions on how technology like AI is reshaping the future of digital defense. I'm looking forward to diving into these topics today and sharing a few stories from the front lines of cybersecurity and cyber risk protection.
Yeah, thank you very much, Saghir, for introducing. AI is being used in many places. Also, it has been used in brand protection, right? So before going into this brand protection, can you explain what is this brand protection and what are these different types of brand protections that we have now?
Yeah, this is a very good question. And this is the need of the time now. If you talk about brand protection is like a digital shield for your reputation. When I say your reputation, I mean organization's reputation, revenue, and intellectual property. It's the set of strategic and action strategies and action companies use to prevent unauthorized use, infringement, or abuse of their brand assets, whether online or offline. These assets can be online or offline. So now you ask the question, what is brand protection? At its core, brand protection is about the safeguarding. Safeguarding what? Safeguarding the intellectual property like trademarks, copyrights, patents, brand identity of the organizations like logos, slogans, product designs. If I give example like Nike design, Nike logos, reputation like consumer trust, online presence on the cloud, revenue, the main thing. We are not protecting slogans, logo, design, but the revenue protection, protecting the and counterfeiting sales and unauthorized distributions. It is not just legal defense, proactively monitoring, enforcement, and consumer education to ensure your brand stays authentic and trusted. When you talk about the types of brand like trademark protection, it is securing brand names, logos, slogans from unauthorized use. And when we talk about the copyright protection, is the defend creative works like images, music, and written contents. When we talk about the patent protection, it's always shielding inventions and product designs from being copied. If Nike logo is copied, it means their sales will affect, their revenue will impact. Anti-counterfeiting. So we need to detect and remove fake products from the marketplace. And online brand monitoring, which is the main and major thing, like tracks, mentions, fake listings, and impersonations across digital platform. So these are some of the major things. Also, if we discuss more in detail, we can talk about social media impersonation, identifies and remove fake accounts pretending to be your brand. If one of the major bank, his brand is compromised and someone is using that brand, it means he is representing himself as the bank or representative of the bank. Same in the way like domain protection. If Google domain is compromised and not protected, it means it's getting used. We need to stop the cyber squinting. We need to protect that typo squinting and rogue websites. When we talk about the supply chain integrity, ensures products are not diverted or sold through unauthorized channels. Digital PR and reputation, manage misconfiguration or misinformations, and promotes authentic brand messaging. So simply, I will say in a one word, brand protection is no longer optional. It's a strategic necessity of every organization.
True, true. I agree. As you mentioned, coming to offline, people can use trademark registration or copyright protection, which will protect it offline. But coming to online, they have to do this monitoring. And also, you brought up an interesting point: the revenue protection. So, if there is
Yeah.
a reputation loss for a company, there will be trust issues, and they will no more buy their products and so on. So that is where they lose this revenue. So that's quite
Yeah.
interesting point that you have mentioned. And also, to do this brand protection, I think AI plays an important role. So how do you think this brand protection and AI is being involved?
Relevant question after this discussion. How AI involved in brand protection? AI plays a significant role in brand protection by enhancing the efficiency and effectiveness of monitoring, detecting and responding to intellectual property in fragmentation. AI tools can continuously scan the internet, include websites, social media platforms, e-commerce sites to identify the unauthorized use of trademarks, logos, and other brand assets. This real-time monitoring helps in quick detecting potential in fragmentation. Advanced AI algorithms can analyze images and text to identify counterfeit products or unauthorized use of brand elements. This includes recognition, slight variation in logos or product designs that might be missed by human viewers. If logo of Adidas is changed slightly, it can detect by the AI, which normal human viewer may not be able to detect that. Second, the major thing is the predictive analytics. AI can predict potential IP in fragmentation by analyzing pattern and trend in online activity. This allows companies to proactively address issues before they escalate, reducing the risk of significant brand damage. If you say there will be no brand damage and there will be no misuse, no, there will be. But the major thing is how predictive analytics you use and how early you detect this and protect this. Next, if we talk about the use of AI is automated takedown requests. So if this is already there, if someone is in fragmenting or abusing or misusing, so automatic takedown requests can be initiated. Once an infragment is detected, AI system can automatically generate and submit a request for takedown to online platform, streamlining the process of removing unauthorized content. This speed up the enforcement process and it reduced the workload on legal teams. Next, the point we can discuss in this way that enhanced data analytics, which is playing the key role nowadays in the companies are really focusing on data analysis. AI can process large volume of data to identify and prioritize the most critical threats in the ground to a specific brand. This helps companies focus their resources on the most significant issues, improving overall brand protection strategies. It brings the cost efficiency as well. By automating many aspects of brand protection, AI reduces the need of extensive manual labor, lowering operational costs and allowing human resources to focus on more strategic tasks. And AI can bring continuous improvement, which plays a vital role. AI system can learn and improve over time, becoming more effective at detecting and responding to the new type of infringements. This adaptability ensures that brand protection strategies remain robust in the fast growing and evolving threats. AI involves in brand protection not only enhance the speed and accuracy of detecting IP violations, but also allows companies to maintain a strong and consistent brand presence online and offline, what we're discussing in the beginning.
Yeah, true. And
Yeah.
also, you mentioned about a point where the AI systems are used to scan millions of websites, marketplaces, and social media posts to detect this unauthorized use of logos, right? So, to scan all this, it need to have enormous data.
Data on past events, but sometimes threats remain in system for a year. So the good question is that how AI can detect such threats. So AI can detect threats that remain in the system for years through several advanced techniques and technologies. To protect, we can discuss some of the methods like continuous monitoring and analysis, what I was discussing in previous questions. AI system can continuously monitor network traffic, user behavior, and doing the user behavior analytics, and we can say system logs to identify anomalies that may indicate long-term threat presence. This ongoing vigilance help in detecting patterns that might be missed by the periodic check. Also, AI can bring the machine learning algorithms. Machine learning algorithms excel in recognizing pattern and anomalies in large data sets. By analyzing historical data, these algorithms can identify subtle signs of threats that have been present for extended period, or maybe this is normal that some of the anomalies can be present more than like 3 years or even more. And sometime normal detection time is 6 months for some of the anomalies. So behavior analysis can help in this way. AI can perform behavior analysis to establish baseline for normal activity within a system. Deviation from these baselines, even if they occur infrequently, can flag as potential threats. Also, we can add here the predictive analytics. Predictive analytics use AI to forecast potential threats based on the historical data and current trends. This proactive approach can help in identifying threats before they cause significant damage to the brands or to the organization. Here, I want to discuss here the analyzing the encrypted traffic. AI models usually in traditional systems, it's like challenging to analyze the encrypted traffic. But with AI models, this can detect malware in encrypted traffic by analyzing encrypted data elements within regular network telemetry. This allows AI to uncover threats hidden in encryption without needing to decrypt the data. Because some of the organizations feel it threat to decrypt the data before it reaches to the final destination. So AI can help in this. We can also do the integration with legacy systems. AI can be integrated with existing security infrastructure to enhance threat detection capabilities. Middleware and API gateway facilities. This can facilitate this integration, allowing AI to work alongside traditional security. Also, I want to discuss here deep and dark web monitoring. AI powered systems can scan dark web forums, social media, and other unstructured text sources to extract actionable intelligence about potential threats. This can help in identifying threats that may have been lurking undetected. Automated response that we continuously discussing in our discussion. When a threat is detected, AI system can initiate automated response such as isolating infected machines, alerting security team. This rapid response minimizes the impact of long-term threats. By leveraging these techniques, AI can effectively detect and respond to threats that have remained in the system for years, ensuring a robust cybersecurity.
Great. Thanks for sharing that, Saghir. And also, you mentioned about stealthy malware. So, whenever I listen to it, I think I usually go back and talk about SolarWinds attack, which is one of the most sophisticated cyber espionage campaign in the history, which was discovered in 2020. But the attackers have been inside for months, as you mentioned. Like I think it was around 9 months, which was inside the systems, and people were not able to identify it.
Uh, Identifying internal threats in cybersecurity involves a combination of monitoring, behavior analysis, and leveraging advanced techniques. And some of the techniques which I already discussed is behavioral monitoring, user behavior analytics. We can use the technique of access control and auditing, role-based access control, ensuring that employees have access only to the data and system necessary for their roles, regular audits, insider threat programs, which will help you. Employees training and support in this. If we talk about the advanced technologies, as I was discussing in the beginning, AI and machine learning, use of AI to analyze large volumes of data and identifying potential insider threats based on the pattern and anomaly. DLP is one of the solution which can help us on this. We need to develop our incident response plans, our preparedness, developing and maintaining the incident responses plan especially for insider threats, ensuring quick and to take effective actions when it is needed. So by combining these strategies, organization can effectively identify and mitigate these threats, protecting their sensitive data and systems from potential harm.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Saghir. And also, like, how about false positive? How should we overcome when there is a false positive in these detections?
Yeah. This is very good questions because organizations are struggling. They implement the systems, but false positive ratio is very high. So they need huge efforts to tune the system. They need, again, they bring the AI system, then false positive, then they bring back the humans to tune that. So dealing with false positive in automated incident response is crucial to ensure that security teams can focus on genuine threats without being overwhelmed by irrelevant alerts. Some of the effective strategies we can discuss here, that fine tuning detection rules. We need to adjust the thresholds because by adjusting the thresholds and modifying the sensitivity of detection rules can reduce the number of false positives. This involves setting appropriate thresholds for alerts based on historical data and risk assessments. We need to do a risk assessment. This can help on this. Also, we can do the contextual analysis. Incorporate contextual information into detection rule to difference between legitimate activities and potential threats. Again, machine learning and AI, we're doing the behavior analysis, use AI to analyze users and system behavior over time, establishing baseline for normal activity. Deviation of the baselines can flag more accurately in this way. Anomaly detection can be implemented. Implementing machine learning algorithms then can identify unusual patterns and behavior, reducing the likelihood of false positive. We can also develop the feedback loop, continuous improvements, establishing a feedback loops where security analysis or security analyst review the positive false positive and provide inputs to refine detection algorithms. This interactive process helps improve accuracy over time. That's what I was discussing in the beginning. We cannot remove the human. We need to bring again humans to tune the systems. Like user reporting, organization allows their users to report the false positive, which can be used to adjust the detection parameters and improve the system performance. Next, we can discuss that automated triage, prioritizations. Use AI to automatically prioritize alerts based on their severity and likelihood of being true positives. This helps security teams focus on the most critical threats first. We can also do the correlation by correlating multiple alerts to identify patterns that indicate genuine threats, reducing the impact of isolated false positive. Correlating, I can give you an example that if this alert trigger after 5 o'clock and specific servers are involved and this file is touch in the system, then this is actual alert. Otherwise, this is not a real alert. So these kind of correlations can support integrating with the threat intelligence. Yes, threat intelligence can play a vital role. Integrate real-time threat intelligence feeds to enhance the accuracy of detecting systems. This helps in distinguishing between known threats and benign activities. Reputational score, we can assign the reputational score, user reputation score for IP addresses, domain, and files to filter out the false positive based on their historical behavior or their current reputation. A human oversight is again always required. Analyst review we can bring here. Ensure that critical alerts are reviewed by the human analyst to validate their authenticity. This manual oversight helps catching false positive that automated system might miss in this case. We need to regularly train our security teams on the latest threats detection techniques and tools to improve their ability to identify a false positive. So by implementing these strategies, organization can effectively manage false positive in automated incident response, ensuring that security teams remain focused on genuine threats and maintain a robust security posture.
That, and also when we talk about artificial intelligence, I think we have to consider the ethical considerations, right? Because
Yeah.
recently researchers found a ways to make AI go against its policies, such as an echo chamber attacks. How can organizations address such ethical considerations according to you?
Yeah, this is very relevant and focused question, which I expect that everyone should think like this. Ethical consideration of AI. So if we're talking about the ethical consideration of AI, here are a couple of points I will prefer to discuss is bias and fairness. AI system can perpetuate biases present in their training data, leading to unfair outcomes. Ensuring diverse and representative datasets, along with transparency in AI decision making, which is crucial. Data privacy and security. AI models often process large amount of personal data. This is raising concern about privacy and unauthorized access. Implementing robust data protection measures and clear policies is essential for the organization. Also, transparency and accountability. AI systems should be transparent in their operations, allowing stakeholders to understand how decisions are made. Accountability mechanism must be in place to address any harm caused by the AI. Autonomy and control also should be mandated, ensuring that AI systems do not undermine human autonomy and control in the vital decision making. Users should have the ability to override AI decisions when necessary. If we talk environmental impact, yeah, this is one of the a major point. The computational resources required for AI can have significant environmental impact. Sustainable practices and energy efficient technologies should must be prioritized. Echo chamber attack. I want to discuss here about this. Echo chamber attacks involves context poisoning techniques that subtly manipulate AI models into generate harmful content by exploiting their inferential reasoning. This method bypasses a traditional safety mechanism, posing a significant challenge for AI security. So we should have the methods to address this. So to address this type of attacks, we need to enhance contextual awareness safety auditing, implementing monitoring systems that track the flow of conversation, not just isolated prompts. This help in identifying when prior context is being exploited to introduce the harmful contents. Toxicity accumulation scoring. We need to develop mechanisms to score and track the escalation of risky contents over multiple turns. This can help in detecting subtle manipulation before they result in harmful outputs and damage the processes for the organizations. Also, indirect detection or indirectional detection, we can say this. Use AI to identify when indirect references are being used to reintroduce harmful contents. This involves analyzing the semantic and conversational context, which is like a threat. Regular model updates are also required. We need to continuously update our AI models to improve their resistance to new attacks vectors. Because if AI models are all outdated, threat attacks are evolving. So we need to continuously update our models. Human oversight is also very mandatory. We need to maintain human oversight in critical decision making processes to catch and correct any policy violation output generated by AI. Because AI is just a machine or is just a automated decision, human can never be eliminated. And throughout my discussion, I'm focusing on this specific one point that human presence is must. We need to adopt the collaborative efforts, encouraging collaboration between AI developers, researchers, and policymakers to share insights and develop robust defense against emerging threats. So, by addressing these ethical considerations and implementing strategies to counter echo chamber attacks, organizations can ensure the responsible and secure use of AI technologies.
When we are using these different AI models, let it be ChatGPT, Gemini, or DeepSeek, do you think there is a risk to data when using such models? Because I've seen recent vulnerabilities where, if we talk about DeepSeek, the database was exposed. So, do you think there is a risk to data when using such models?
Yes, of course. Using AI model like ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek does pose certain risks to data privacy and security. We need to have some of the consideration for that. Specifically, I will discuss the data collection. AI models often collect various type of data, including user inputs, device information, location data, and usage pattern. Yes, this data is used to improve the models, but can raise a privacy concern. Also, data storage, yes. The duration and manner in which data is stored vary across platforms. For example, some models may retain data for extended periods. Even if users delete their activity, this can increase the risk of unauthorized access, or data breach if the data is still there in the model. Also, the data usage. Yes, data usage. Collected data is typically used to enhance the performance of AI model and improve your user experience. However, this practice can lead to potential misuse, especially if the data is shared with third parties. This will be biggest risk. If we are talking about the sharing data with third parties, so we need to consider the data sharing. Many AI platforms shares data with affiliates or third-party services provider for business purposes. This sharing can be controlled under strict contract, but still poses risk if not managed properly. User control should be implemented. The level of control users have over their data varies significantly. Some platforms offer options for data deletion and management, while others have limited users control over it. So this should must be considered. Also, security standards. Most AI models use encryption for data in transit and data rest, but transparency about their specific security measures can differ. Ensuring robust security practices is very essential to protect sensitive information. Also, the compliance with regulations like GDPR, CCPA. This also provides some reassurance, but the specific of how each platform implements these regulations really matters. Platforms with rigorous third-party audits and clear documentations inspire more trust of the users. If we talk about the potential risk, the biggest risk is the privacy concerns. Sensitive information shared with AI models may be accessible to developers or third parties, leading to potential data breaches or unauthorized use. Also, the data retention. Long-term storage of data increase the risk of exposure to cyber threats as well. So addressing this risk, as organizations should implement robust data protection measures. We should bring the transparent privacy policies, clearly communicate how data is collected, used, and shared by this services provider. We should provide users with options to manage and delete their data. We should bring the regular security audits, conduct regular audits to ensure compliance with the security standards which are required in such scenario. We should bring the strong encryption methods to protect data in transit and data in rest. So these are some of the ways organizations can better protect user data while leveraging the benefits of AI model at the same time.
True. I totally agree with what you said, Saki, because it collects information like name, location, and IP. And I think whenever you're using the Chat GPT or Gemini or DeepSeek, I think you have to check the privacy policies. But like when I was reading it, I was reading, let's see, Chat GPT, it's collecting your information, it's collecting your IP. And if you talk about DeepSeek, it was collecting your exact location. So you have to read these privacy policies, because recently when I was searching in one of the AI model, I was searching for the best restaurants near me. So I didn't set any location, but it gave me the results exact location near. So I think it saves all this data. So that's an important point that you have mentioned. So how can we make secure? Can we integrate with blockchain and quantum computing? So what's your view on this one?
Yeah, so integrating AI with blockchain and quantum computing holds a significant potential for enhancing various technologies and even the business processes. Integration is really important, but how we are integrating and what it outputs is bringing for us. So, like it bringing the enhanced security for us, a quantum resistant cryptography. This is quantum computing can break traditional encryption methods, but it also offers quantum resistant cryptographic techniques. Integrating AI with quantum computing can enhance the security of blockchain and network by developing and implementing these advanced cryptographic methods. Blockchain integrity can also, like AI can monitor blockchain transitions for anomalies, ensuring the integrity and security of the data stored on the blockchain. It can improve efficiency and scalability. Faster computing it can bring. Quantum computing can perform complex calculations much faster than classical computers, what we are traditional computers. When combined with AI, this can lead to more efficient data processing and analysis, improving the performance of AI algorithms. Scalable solutions, if we're talking about this, the blockchain technology can benefit from AI ability to optimize and automate processes, making blockchain network more scalable and efficient. We can bring the advanced data analysis, big data processing. AI excels at analyzing large data sets. Quantum computing can enhance this capability by processing data at unprecedented speed. This combination can lead to more accurate and insightful data analysis. Predictive analysis can be helpful here, like integrating AI with blockchain can improve predictive analysis by providing a secure and transparent way to store data, analyze data, and leading to better decision making. Innovation in various sectors can be done, like healthcare, which is like a major sector for us. AI and quantum computing can analyze vast amount of medical data to identify the patterns and can make decisions. While blockchain ensures the security and privacy of patient data, and also in the financial sector, as my previous experience is in the financial sector, this integration can enhance fraud detections, optimize trading strategies, and improve the risk management here. It can also enhance trust and transparency. Blockchain can decentralize AI models by ensuring that no single entity has a control over the data or the AI algorithms. This enhanced trust and transparency in AI systems. Also, blockchain immutable ledger ensures that data used by AI model is tamper-proof, providing a reliable foundation of AI decision making. We can make the smart contracts. AI can automate and optimize smart contracts on blockchain platforms, making them more efficient and responsive to real time data. The combination of quantum computing and AI, known as quantum AI, can solve complex problems faster and more efficiently. So, to conclude this, integrating these technologies can drive innovation, enhance security, and improve efficiency across multiple industries. As these technologies continue to evolve, their combined potential will likely lead to even more transformative applications, and it will be like a great revolution.
Got it. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Saghir. And also, when we talk about these threat actors, I think one of the basic technique that they use is phishing attack. So how do you think that users should protect from it?
This is a very nice question. I was expecting that we should discuss some of the scenario like this. So phishing is very nice scenario to discuss, and this is like major point of entry for every malware or threat to the organization. So protecting user and organizations from phishing attack required a multi-layered approach that combines technology, education, and best practices. And we can discuss some of the like effective strategies. User education and awareness. We should have the training program. We need to regularly educate employees and user about the signs of phishing attacks, such as suspicious links, unexpected attachments, and requests for the personal information. A simulated phishing exercise must be conducted. Organizations should conduct mock phishing attacks to test and improve employees' ability to recognize and respond to the phishing attempts. If we talk about the email security measures, we can say the spam filtering. Use advanced spam filters to detect and block phishing emails before they reach user's mailbox. And if they reach user mailbox, there should be advanced technologies to extract it back before they read this. We should also use the secure email gateways. We need to implement secure email gateways to provide an additional layer of protection by filtering out malicious emails. We need to implement the multi-factor authentications for assessing sensitive systems and accounts, making it harder for attackers to gain unauthorized access, even if they obtain the login credentials. So multi-factor authentication can protect in this. So we should have the robust security softwares, anti-malware, antivirus systems. We need to have the implement the network security controls like firewall, intrusion detection system, XDR, NDR, and we need to have the regular software updates like patch management. We need to keep all the softwares and systems updated within the latest security patches to close the vulnerabilities that could be exploited by phishing attacks. Because phishing we are controlling, at the same time we need to patch, because if some of the fish is passed by any mean, so our vulnerabilities should be patched and should not be exploitable. We should have a incident response plan. I mean, if this happened, what is our plan to do this? We should have a preparedness for developing and maintain an incident response plan to quickly address and mitigate the impact of phishing attacks. We should have a reporting mechanism in place. We should encourage users to report suspected phishing attempts immediately to the IT or security team in their organizations. Or we should have the one button on their emails which immediately help them to report. We should have the secure browsing practices. We should have configure web browsers to block pop-ups and warn the users about potential unsafe websites, and implementation of SSL certificates. This is helping ensuring that website use the SSL certificate to encrypt data transmitted between users and the site. I mean, even vulnerability is exploited, user was not aware, phishing is passed, but still this data transmitted should be encrypted. These are some of the techniques, strategies can be used which help the organization, and an organization can significantly reduce the risk of phishing attacks and protect their users from potential harm in this case.
So thanks for sharing that. And also, like, are there any common pitfalls or mistakes that companies should avoid in their brand protection efforts?
There are several common pitfalls and mistakes that companies should avoid to ensure effective brand protection. Some of the educate trademark searches mean failing to conduct comprehensive trademark searches can lead to conflict with existing trademarks. This includes checking federal, state, and international databases. If your business operates internationally, neglecting to register trademarks in other countries can expose your brand to infringement. And also inconsistent branding. This is also a big issue. You need to have the uniformity. Inconsistent use of logos, colors, and messaging across different platforms can confuse your customers and also weaken the brand recognition. If the famous brand like Google or Apple changing the Apple designs and changing the Apple colors, this will confuse their customers. Failing to monitor trademark uses, we need organizations who are not keeping an eye on how their trademarks are used can lead to unauthorized use and dilution of their brands. And not active enforcements, not taking action against infringers can weaken your brand's legal protection and encourage further violation. Or complicating brand element also can pose a threat. Simplicity, overly complex logos or messages can confuse the customer. So strive for clarity and simplicity in their brand can help them. And also neglecting customer experience by adopting a holistic approach, focusing only on visual brand while neglecting customer services and overall experiences can also harm the brands and the brand reputation. And following trends blindly, chasing every new trend can dilute your brand identity. Focus on creating a timeless brand that reflects the core value is vital. And premature public disclosure can revealing innovations or new brands element too early can lead to IP theft. And it also ensuring proper protections are in place before public disclosure. And skimping on professional advice can also threat. Not investing in professional legal and branding advice can lead to costly mistakes for the organizations. Engaging experts to navigate complex IP laws and branding strategies. So, by avoiding these common pitfalls, companies can strengthen their brand protection efforts and maintain strong, recognizable, and legally secure brands.
Thanks for sharing that, Saghir. And also, like, we are in the end of the podcast. So, do you have any suggestions to organizations or employees who want to get into cybersecurity or who want to increase their brand protection? So, any final suggestions that you have?
Yeah. See, standing brand protection is crucial for businesses to maintain their reputation, customer trust, and revenue. So, some of the key suggestions I can give here: register and monitor intellectual property. They should go for trademark registration, ensure all brand elements such as logos, names, and slogans are registered as trademarks. This legal protection help prevent unauthorized use. Also, regular monitoring, use AI powered tools to monitor online platforms for any unauthorized use of your brands. This includes scanning of similar names, logos, and taglines. Also, educate and engage your consumers. Inform your consumers about how to identify genuine products and the risk associated with the counterfeits. Also, encourage customers to leave reviews and report any suspicious activities. This also help in identifying potential threats early. And also implementing digital protection measures can support protecting their domains and protecting their social media presence. They should register a brand name across various domain extensions and set up alerts for new domains registration that will include your brands. Also keep an eye on emerging social media platforms for impersonations and scams. Also use the tools that can automate enforcement actions. Collaborate with authorized dealers. Enhance the collaboration with your dealers, only allowing authorized dealers to sell the products. This help maintain control over the distribution and ensuring the product authenticity. Also, it implementing a policy to prevent price undercutting, which can harm your brand's perceived value. I will also suggest leverage advanced technologies like invisible watermarking. Companies should use techniques like invisible watermarking or QR code. Yeah, QR code based product verifications to help customers verify the authenticity of the products. Also, AI and blockchain, integrate AI for real time monitoring and blockchain for secure, transparent tracking of the products. Also implement legal and regulatory compliance. Work with the legal experts to enforce the IP rights, intellectual property rights, and take decisions against the infringers. Also implement the compliance, ensure your brands protection strategies comply with the relevant laws and regulations to avoid the legal complications. Also, proactive risk management should be in place, regular assessments of potential risk to the brand, and develop strategies to mitigate them. Also, you organizations can like have a plan in place to quickly address any brand related incidents such as counterfeiting or online scams. Also, the major part where I want to discuss here, public relations and communications. Organizations should be transparent. They should maintain open communication with their customers, especially during brand crisis. Transparency help them to rebuild the trust, and they can gain the trust of their customers. They should have positive PR. They should use the public relations to promote accurate and positive information about their brands, countering any negative impact from the threats. So by implementing these strategies, business can effectively protect their brand, maintain their customer trust, and ensures long-term success.
Thank you very much, Saghir, for your time. And this is the end of the podcast. And if you like the video, please like it below and subscribe for more such videos.